Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. Model, actress, and now host of TV's newest, funnest, well, I don't want to say newest, but it's a new season game show, Wipeout, Camille Kostek, ladies and gentlemen.
What an introduction. I like it.
Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you. I know you were saying new show, but Wipeout's been out. We just are bringing it back bigger and better. The big red balls are still there. So for those OG listeners, those OG watchers, it's okay. It's still the same, just new personalities and everything's just, a lot more energy we're bringing to the course today. Myself, Nicole, Byer, Cena. Our biggest goal is to bring joy and laughter to everybody's homes, especially during these times. A lot of people are binge watching TV, movies. We want to bring Wipeout back. It's been off the air, I think, for 7 years. So we're ready. And we can't wait for everybody.
And I think that's why maybe I said new show, because it feels like, even though, on syndication, it'll keep running, but this is just, like you said, a new energy and teaming up. What a great cast. I mean, Cena, obviously, just Cena needs no introduction. Nicole Byer either, just a hilarious comedian. And yourself bringing your experience, obviously, within the sports world. We'll talk about Sports Illustrated, the Swimsuit Issue and all that in a minute, but actually being a part of what happened with Super Bowl and you're on the field reporting. I mean, it's all kind of playing together. Everybody's bringing something like needed to the reboot of the show, bringing it back.
Well, I think why I'm so excited, why it ended up being Wipeout. I mean, I always talk about trust the process. You'll be aligned with the right people at the right time in the right place. And, if you had told me that in 2020, I would be offered my dream job for a show that's, for everyone, it's a family show and I get to go on and be Camille. You don't have to put on a front to be somebody else or, be strict to these scripts and be all buttoned up. I got to have fun and really just bring who I am to the screen and get to tell the stories of these contestants from all over the world. And it was so effortless. And I think that will read on TV. And then, having John, who's so familiar with being on camera, and Nicole bringing her flair with her comedic background, it's just the best of all worlds come together for this show.
Now, how does someone become a contestant? Because there's a lot of people out there that want to participate in these shows. You think, yeah, I'm all athletic. I'm ready to go. I can take the big red ball. Let's go. But they can never get on. What's the process? How can people apply?
I mean, I don't know the step by step because I haven't been a contestant myself. But speaking of that, it's so funny. I think you can go, if you just look up how to apply to Wipeout, there's a way to sign up. Because I know if you go and follow them at Wipeout on social media, they're already looking for their new people to cast for next season. So go check that out now because it is so much fun. And it is definitely a once in a lifetime opportunity. So definitely go for it. You'll live your best life on the show. Even if you get wiped out, it's super memorable. But I remember when I was offered the hosting job and they were like, you got it. I was so excited. I called my family and I called my sister specifically because her and I loved watching the show growing up. And when I called to tell her that I was going to be on Wipeout, she's like, oh my gosh, who's your partner? Is it Rob? Can it be me? Are you calling because you need a partner? I was like, dude, I didn't make it on the show to go on the course. I'm hosting it. And she was like, oh my God, that's sweet. Who are you hosting it with? And as soon as I told her the names, she grew up with the whole, you can't see me. And she's such a tomboy with my brother. And so she was so excited to find out what I was actually doing. But I just think that's such a funny story that she thought I was auditioning to be on the show.
So you just mentioned Rob. Does he sit back sometimes when you are watching or participating or watching the filming of it and everything? Does he think oh, I can definitely do this?
So many people are asking me that, but when I was filming, he's been on the set of a couple of things that I've done for modeling. He's been there for Sports Illustrated for some stuff. He was even on set for a movie that I was doing, but he wasn't on during this because it was November, December when we were filming. So it was full blown football season. So it was a lot of FaceTime being like, look at this. And, it was so cool for him to see all ages, dads and daughters going together or, someone's grandparents running the course or as young as, 18-year-old kids. It's really cool that it's for everybody. And I'm just so excited for everybody to watch. He did tune in with me for the first episode and then we'll just be watching as much as we can this off season. So every Thursday night, we know what our plans are. 9 p.m. TBS, we are watching.
Yeah. You know what? I love that you started on social media, on your Instagram. What I saw is kind of on your Wednesdays, you're going to do the behind the scenes, the little bloopers. What's one so far that I guess somebody that surprised you, whether they were surprisingly athletic, you didn't expect them to kind of get through, or just something that was how the hell is this person still breathing?
Okay, so there is two girls, they're best friends, and they call themselves, their team, the Spiritual Healers. And, you know, when you look at these girls, they don't look like they're the most athletic, but one thing that they do have is the mind power and the willpower to win. They talk about journaling, they talk about manifesting, they even brought their sage, they were like cleansing my energetic field. I was like, please, I'm around so many energies on this set with like hundreds of people, so many contestants, please cleanse my aura. But, you know, for the sake of the show, you know, I have to act like these girls are a little bit crazy. Meanwhile, I'm like, wait, I'm with this. I journal, I manifest being on the show. I manifest so much stuff in my life while simultaneously working hard at it. But, you know, I can't even say they surprised me, but I'm just so happy that the world will be able to see they won. You know, so they're an episode, the first episode that had just aired. I'm so happy the Spiritual Healers were in that first round because it's so cool to just show. I was like, I'm giving you guys energy, and they were kind of falling behind. They won the whole thing. They left with 25 grand. And these girls, if you're just looking at them, you know, you can't help but want to judge. You try not to, but you don't see them as taking home the win. But, you know, I was like, that's my girls, you know, manifesting power, putting that energy out, the law of attraction. So I think it'll shock a lot of people, but it's a really, really cool moment.
I love that. The power of manifestation. And, you know, you said a lot of things that make sense to people that believe in that, because your life, if you look at everything that's happening right now, I mean, you got the new deal with Reebok that's happening, or, you know what I'm saying, all the fitness things going on, your jewelry. I see the Smirnoff over there in Utah.
I love you.
No, well, I pay attention. I got to know what's happening in your life, but just congratulations. And this year, 2021, now that a lot of people are coming out of COVID, we're starting to see a little normalcy in people's lives again. What are you looking forward to? I know we got WIPEOUT right now, but what else is coming down for 2021?
Yes, I really got to put my head down during that time. You know, wanting to design a swimsuit line has been like a dream that I have just kind of put on the back burner, because that's something that you really have to put your all into. You know, there's people who are just designers, you know, while I'm doing the movie and the hosting and the modeling and, you know, speaking out, using my platform, all of that at once takes a lot of energy out, but I still have been wanting to create that swimsuit line. So that forced pause and that like forced pause of traveling allowed me to really get creative and get into that entrepreneurial side of me that just wants to design. And you know, being someone who models for swimsuits and is best known for Sports Illustrated, I was like, I know swimsuits so well. I've tried on so many. I figured out what I like, what I don't like. And I want to bring that line that's so body inclusive. So I'm really excited about this partnership, partnering up with Swimsuits for All. I designed a swimsuit line. I was the creative director on the shoot. It was like all of my dreams come to life in that designer space. And it's hard. I give so much credit to people who do that. It is tough. I'm happy I did the collaboration. I don't know if I could have done it on my own. It would have at least taken a lot longer, but it was a year in the making. I started last March. So that's the newest project coming out that I'm launching. So be on the lookout if you've got someone who needs a new suit.
Yeah.
That's something for them.
Yeah. You know, two more things. One, congratulations, because I believe this is your fourth.
My fourth year, yes.
Illustrated, yeah. And the other part I want to bring in with this is you really promote body positivity. Mm-hmm. And we've seen Sports Illustrated and the Swimsuit Issue kind of evolve to where it's more inclusive, different body types, more people are involved in the creation process as well. Just what is your message to people that think, man, I'll never be in a Sports Illustrated issue, or I'm not sure if I'm good enough? What is your message to young women and just women across the globe right now?
First and foremost, crush those thoughts. Like, immediately, whether you need to put them out on paper and scratch them out and then burn them out, whatever you need to do, let go of those thoughts, because we have one life, make the best of it. And if that's something that you've always dreamt of doing, being in the modeling industry, being in Sports Illustrated Swimsuit, keep it going. You have that thought and that passion for a reason, no matter what it is. And I always say that once you have something that you're passionate about and you have that why factor, what's that purpose that backs that passion, that is an equation for success to me, because I wanted to get in a Sports Illustrated swimsuit, 15-year-old me, because I saw women that reflected me. They felt real. I saw freckles. I saw hips. I saw things that looked real. And I was like, you know, I didn't say, I want to be in these billboards. I want to be in these magazines. I said Sports Illustrated swimsuit specifically because it felt real. And these are women that can do it all, not just, you know, pose and model in the magazine. We're talking Elle McPherson, Chrissy Teigen, Kathy Ireland, Christy Brinkley, Ashley Graham. You know these names. outside of just modeling because they do it all. They are business boss ass women. And I was like, I'm that girl who can do it all too. And while I'm doing it, I want to let everybody else know that they can do it too. I'm not here to say, look at me, this is what I did. I'm here to say I struggled. I was told no. I started my modeling career at 25 years old. I even pushed that time cap, I didn't conform to those industry standards and change my measurements. I'm me as me. And, being an SI swimsuit, I have to give so much thanks to them for them seeing something in me, because it allowed me to love myself on this journey too. Self-love journey is a real thing. It's a journey for a reason. I'm still figuring it out. But I'm there to just tell you that, I'm no better than anybody else. I just believe in myself. So I hope that you listening, don't know me, if you take anything away from this, whatever you want to do in this life, please go for it, because you will get there. I promise, especially if you have a good heart and you know why you're getting behind that.
Camille, this is why people love you. That's why they love you.
I mean it.
So who is the most popular in the family, right? We'll end with this. Is it you? Is it Rob? Or is it Ralphie? Because
Ralphie.
I was about to say, the Ralphie fans are crazy, right?
Oh my gosh. I mean, Rob and I he changed the dynamic in the household. I mean, Rob and I have so much fun, but now we're morning people. We pick up poop at 3 a.m. Like, we take him outside. We love walks. Like, we don't care about nothing. It's insane how, we might not have babies in our life, but having this baby puppy, I was like, it's just something you're not prepared for. You just suddenly turn into this nurturing person for this unconditional loving being. It's awesome. We're obsessed with him.
It has the fame changed him? Is he?
No, he's still very humbled. When I pick him up and people want to see him, Rob actually just scooped him for me right before this interview. I would pick him up and show him right now. But he is just so snuggly and cute. Sometimes he turns his head. He doesn't even want to put his face in the camera. He's like, Mama, this is your day. So he's humbled.
Well, look, Camille Kostek, thank you so much for joining us. New season is back. Wipeouts, and every Thursday night on TBS, 9 p.m. Camille Kostek, thank you so much.
Thank you. You're great. Hopefully I meet you in person.